Hello everybody, welcome on back to ESPN NFL 2K3. I think it's actually just NFL 2K3. The ESPN branding, while it's here, was not the focal point of 2K3, but it was in 2K4 and 2K5, but 2K6 didn't exist. My name is Sean. It is week number 8. This is youtube.com/Seannosaurus Rex, week 8 of the 2002-2003 NFL season, but the rosters have been fantasy drafted, they have been randomized, and we are going to watch 3 games of hopefully exciting football action for you. Brief rigmarole before we get going, or housekeeping, however you would like to phrase that. 1, if you like the content, be sure to scroll down and subscribe. Ring the bell, you'll be notified when I post new videos. This year taking an increased focus on kind of just playing what I want to play. So tomorrow we're going to be playing Metal Arms Glitch in the System. Later on tonight, I know I said that I was going to be doing fewer of the reaction videos, but we are going to find out the cover star of MLB The Show 24. So I'm going to do kind of a weird video where it's going to be half like in this shirt, in this lighting, and then tomorrow I'm going to get home, watch the thing, and it'll serve as both a piece of reaction content, and we'll get a little bit of an update and talk about the upcoming season, because we will be doing that again. So tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific time is when that'll post, or maybe I'll just let it go live whenever. Shouldn't take very long to process up to HD, so we can get it. Maybe it'll be sooner than 6, but if you're into the baseball stuff or into sports stuff, tune in for that later tonight. Also, one last thing here before we get started. March Mascot Madness is returning. If you'd like to know more about that, watch yesterday's video. I will link it at the end of the video. I did a bracket reveal yesterday. If you would like to fill out a bracket like traditional March Madness, please check it out. It's a good time. I have a lot of fun doing those videos, and I hope a lot of people have fun watching those videos, and it's a great cross-section of like, I don't like sports, but this is kind of silly, or I like sports, and here's a fun version of it. It's a nice cross-section of those two things. With all that being said, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Today, we have 3 games. They're all good teams playing against each other. We have a couple of teams that are just similarly recorded, taking on each other, even though they're not in the same division. We have, actually we have 2 of those, I guess. And then, oh, no, okay, never mind. 2 good teams playing each other. We have 2 division leaders battling one another, and then we have a battle for a potential division lead swap on today's games. We are going to start in Cincinnati with the Titans taking on the Bengals. Both teams, I believe, 4-2, looking pretty good so far this season. Both divisions a little cluttered there towards the top, so we'll see how that sorts itself out over the next 10 weeks or so. Then we're going to head to New England to check out the Broncos and the Patriots. Both of these are division leaders in their respective divisions, and they are playing each other. I thought it was a good matchup. Then we're going to head all the way down here to watch the Giants take on the Eagles. The Giants, I believe, if I remember correctly, are on top of the division, and the Eagles are like right there. It's like 4-2 versus 3-3, so a win by the Philadelphia Eagles could tie the division lead. It's an interesting matchup. Let's jump into our first game, Titans-Bengals, and we'll get it going. Oh, I usually go to this camera. I apologize. It's week 8.
The Titans come into today's matchup with an
6th ranked team overall, which is kind of surprising. The rushing offense is 23rd, but a top 10 defense, I guess, propels you pretty high. The Bengals are wildly good or terrible. Passing, offense and defense, top 10, bottom 20, or the bottom 10, I guess, in the league, rushing wise. So this will be an interesting matchup here. 2 4-2 teams in crowded divisions. The AFC, I think, is the more interesting conference at the moment, which is not super surprising. A couple of the divisions in the NFC have teams with really good records. I think that's making them a little less interesting. All right, let's get this going. Point 1.
Have the other half of the equation. Chris McAllister comes in with a 6th sense for where the ball's going to be thrown, as you can tell from the
Sean incorrectly spelled name.
This season, he's averaged 1 tackle and an interception every other game.
Okay, Peter, now let's go to midfield for the coin
A
toss.
weird way to phrase that sentence.
Give us tails.
I'm no longer a Mountain Dew man, only a Baja Blast man.
The Bengals elect to receive the kickoff.
So the Bengals are going to take the kick. I should be putting them in like more like fun uniforms, but I just haven't bothered to do that. And then one last very small tentative note. At the moment, looking to try and get streams going on twitch.tv/SeannosaurusRex towards the end of February. I have a plan that hopefully I can execute. But if not, the March Mascot Madness will start on the 3rd of March on youtube.com/SeannosaurusRex, and I'll keep you updated on everything. Looking forward to an exciting year, a big year here on the channel, both channels, Twitch, YouTube. There are some Instagram accounts you can follow if you'd like to stay up to date on that. So check the links in the description. You can fill out a bracket, all that sort of stuff. As we take a quick look here at the offensive line.
Tom Nalen powers up this line considerably.
Tom Nalen looks like he was like a little confused as to when the photo was there. That's a weird offensive line photo set. One guy confused, one guy was like way smaller. It's very weird. Antonio Freeman playing for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they are quarterbacked by Mark Brunell, Deuce McAllister, and Deion Dyer in the backfield.
Just under 2 touchdowns a game.
Back to the field now.
I will say when the streams kick up, these will be on Sundays.
It's second and about
59 yards rushing per game for the Cincinnati Bengals as Mark Brunell goes under center. 2 receivers to the top side of your screen. They're using motion. They're going to go with a run to McAllister. McAllister with a terrific job to bounce off a couple of tackles. Could have been a loss or no gain, but instead picks up a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
4 yards to go.
Third and 4. Wycheck in motion.
Wycheck in motion again.
Barely gets it.
Throws it and it's picked. Oh, it was a terrible throw. There was too much air under it and it was well short of the intended target. James with a terrific move on the ball. Terrific jump on the ball, I should say. Oof. I mean, there was nowhere that ball was going to go. Antonio Freeman, the intended receiver there. I don't know if it's a miscommunication or what, but that is a fantastic play.
Let's see if they can capitalize.
And we have I believe we have Cougars Huskies here. I think we have Drew Bledsoe, the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. Legendary Washington State quarterback. Mark Brunell, I don't know how revered he is as far as Washington quarterbacks are concerned. Washington State hasn't always been the most successful team, so it's a little easier to kind of pick out like, hey, this guy was really great.
And no one did stop him. Several people tried, that's for sure. Fantastic job finding
Great run to open up this drive for Tennessee, coming off the turnover, looking to score some points.
Ball on the 18.
And just like that, they are inside the red zone at the 18-yard line.
Tight ends on the field.
Going with a handoff, blown up in the backfield. They'll lose. They'll say they lose 2, but it looked like it was about a yard and a half. 2nd down and 12 coming up either way.
First of the big guys, the offensive line.
Matt Burke shows up to play on every down, Dan, protecting his quarterback at any cost.
Next up are the receivers.
Machine Muhammad generates a lot of excitement
Machine
with
Muhammad,
his aerial theatrics.
the Machine.
So far this season, he's averaged
Machine
69
Muhammad.
yards on 5 catches a game.
And lastly, the man who calls the plays.
It is indeed Drew
and the guys
Bledsoe.
who back
Stephen
him up.
Davis in the
Davis
backfield with
sets the
Corey
tempo in this
Schlesinger.
group. On the ground this season,
Schlesinger?
he's averaged 75
Schlesinger?
yards and around a touchdown a game.
Okay, back to the action. It's now 2nd and 12.
2 minutes gone here in quarter number 1. We won't get a look at the Tennessee defense.
Fades back. Sits in the pocket.
Nice find by Brunell, but he can't hold on to the ball, and that'll be an incomplete pass to set up third down and long.
Start off with the D-line.
Gary Walker and his men deliver knockout blows to the offensive line all game long.
That's followed by the linebackers.
Michael Barrow is the man who brings the hurt here.
Finally, Peter, the secondary.
Chris McAllister flies around the field and gets in receivers' faces.
Let's get back to the game.
Quite a few Buffalo Bills on display here in this one.
It's now 3rd and 12. Just one man in the backfield.
So 3rd down and 12 here as Bledsoe drops back. Short drop. I can't believe he almost got the first down. There was a defender right there that should have made the tackle, but Joe Jaravicius looked like he kind of bounced around a little bit and almost picked up the first down, but just short. 4th and 1. This is going to be a field goal. Unsurprising if this were modern day current NFL, we would likely see them go for it here on 4th and 1, though I think the smart move is to take the points. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Tennessee strikes first following the turnover. Good job by the Cincinnati Bengals defense to bend but not break.
Right through.
He could kick those in his sleep.
And sometimes he does, from what I hear. His wife makes him spend a lot of nights on the couch.
A lot of nights on that couch right there. Hey, we're going to spend a lot of nights on that couch. You spending a lot of nights on the couch? Well, I got a solution for you. Quit being a jabroni.
Hockman is back to kick it away.
Bum, bum, bum.
Nice kick.
From in his own end zone, he'll get it up to the 15 to the 20. And knocked forward for another gain of 2. And they'll, ooh, nice butts. They'll call it a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. So not a terrible return there.
Let's see if they worked out the kinks here.
All at the 22-yard line.
These are Owl fans. Give them something to cheer about. Hey, double
Brunell fades back. Barely gets it. Flag down on the play.
Flag down on the play. Pass interference. Been called a little more frequently here in the recent weeks. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 26.
Gets himself into some hot water with that defensive interference call. It's a fine line, but he stepped way over it.
So it is a small penalty yardage-wise, but does set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Sarunga gets set after committing the penalty.
I like that they call out the name. They're like, so-and-so after the big gain or after the penalty. Mark Brunell nearly throws another interception, just not on the same page, not getting the correct zip on that ball. It looked like it was well short of dice in the intended target. 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 26.
Pitch to the outside. That's a terrific run. Picks up 7 on the 2nd down and 10. And another run for Cincinnati that looks like it's not really going to do a whole lot. There's a couple of guys there, a little bit of a clog, and gets contacted, but McAllister stays on his feet for an extra 4 yards there. Gain of 3 turns into a gain of 7, and it's 3rd down and 3.
Probably made a mistake.
That's a good tip for you kids out there.
It's 3rd and about 3.
3rd down for the Bengals. They roll it to the right side, and there's 2 defenders in the area. It's a really bad play call, excellently defended by Tennessee. And kind of looking at these first couple of drives, I know that interception was Brunell throwing it well short, and you can see how this offense is ranked so lowly in the passing game. Giving up some bad incompletions, bad turnover. The running games looked good. Makes sense that it's a kind of a top 10 as we see a muffed punt by Tennessee, able to pick it back up and get back to the 30-yard line. That's where they'll take over. But looking at this more in a more like kind of broad stroke, how is this team 4-2?
Ball at the 30-yard line.
Probably said that when we had them on the channel or in the series earlier in the season. So Bledsoe back on the field, and they get broken assignment there, or just the correct play call against that defense. The Machine Muhammad, and I'm not intentionally trying to mispronounce his name rudely. He's always been very good in this series.
Take a look. There's the throw right in between the numbers.
Machine Muhammad picking up another catch. Picking up a first down against a leaky Bengals secondary. 430 yards already this season.
They line up in the eye. Morton goes in motion.
Ooh, nice job. This is a top 10 rated Bengals rushing defense, but Davis breaks it loose down the sideline and sets up a first down after a monster gain. Did not think this was going to get around the corner. There was a guy chasing him the entire time. But number 72 drives him out of bounds. They're going to keep this clock rolling, so that likely was the final play of the first quarter. And it sees Tennessee with a 3-0 lead. This is NFL 2K3 action here on youtube.com/SeannosaurusRex. Good opportunity to scroll down, subscribe, and we'll take a look at the stats. 13 total yards, all of them on the ground for the Cincinnati Bengals. They do have the one first down. Otherwise, a fairly balanced attack from the Tennessee Titans. Time of possession also surprisingly even. Ready for quarter number 2.
Formation.
Offset I with 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Bledsoe drops back, fires a nice dart to his intended target. That is Muhammad again. Picking up a nice gain of, I believe it's about 13 yards. Either way, it's a first down for the Tennessee Titans.
There are 2 defenders there, Peter, and there was definitely not a lot of room for error.
Oh, absolutely. There was not a lot of room for anything.
All on the 28th.
Take a look at his stats again. 3 touchdowns on the season. Had a long of a reception over 50 yards. I formation again, 2 receivers to the same side of the formation. We're going to go with a run right up the middle. Davis picks up 5. Tried to get airborne, but got knocked down before he could put his feet back on the ground.
It's 2nd and 5.
Another I formation. They're going right back to Davis. Davis right side, bowls a man over. Inside the 10, free and clear for the touchdown. Tennessee looks like a dominant force here early. This is a Bengals defense that's top 10 against the rushing attack. Or was it passing? I forget. Crap. I mean, either way, you look at whatever the offensive and defensive ranks are, they're disappointing or make sense.
Bachman will line up for the point after. It's away.
Kick is up. Kick is good. We have ourselves a 10-point game. Early stages of the second quarter.
The Titans have extended their lead and make it a 2-score game. They're up 10-0.
5-play, 70-yard drive. Just under 2 minutes gone.
Bachman sets up and will kick it away. It's away.
We're return it from around the 3-yard line. Up past the 20 to the 25. Had a crease to get past the 30 to the 32-yard line. We've seen some nice run backs, but I don't believe we have seen a kick return for a touchdown. We've seen a punt return for a touchdown. Won the Seahawks a game against the Oakland Raiders back in the Madden 2003 opener. So it is 1st and 10 from the Cincinnati 32. See if this Bengals offense can get into any sort of rhythm. Nice little pitch to the outside. Good job to bounce off a tackle. Spins again. Picks up 9.
McAllister executes a major run. He puts the pedal to the metal from the word go and doesn't
pitch to the outside. Nice block there. A great individual effort and a nice move.
Second and less than a yard.
Another pitch to the outside. Tennessee meets him at the point of attack there. He was in the backfield. It looked like it was going to be a loss of 1, maybe no gain, but McAllister just too strong. Picks up just enough for a fresh set of downs.
Ball on the 43.
Brunell, short drop, fires, and it's incomplete. Target was, I mean, the pass to Freeman there looked pretty on target, but just a better defensive play there. Got there as the ball hit the hands, jarred it loose, and it's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
Brunell, 10 touchdowns, 8 interceptions already, over 1,200 yards.
They line up with a split backfield. Freeman in motion. McAllister with the ball.
McAllister, another beautiful spin move as he works his way up the field. We have a flag down, might be a hold, and that could wipe away a terrific run from Cincinnati. Oh, it's clipping. It's clipping. 2nd and 25, an absolutely devastating penalty.
Max Lane negates this huge run by not using his head here. Oh, there it is. An easy call for the ref.
And a costly mistake, Peter.
What? So that negates the run even though it was well downfield. I don't...
Ball at the 28-yard line. McAllister will line up as the lone setback after the nice pickup last play. Dyson goes in motion.
Brunell, short jump, throws over the middle, finds a receiver, and it's the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 14 on after a really bizarre play there. They showed the replay and everything, and it just still didn't make a whole lot of sense.
3rd and 14.
Oh.
They have 4 receivers in. Freeman in motion.
So 3rd down and 14 after the 2-minute warning. They're moving Freeman down to make it a trip set. At the bottom of the screen, they send a little extra pressure, and oh, wow, this is a terrific play for the Cincinnati Bengals. They sent an all-out blitz there. The Tennessee Titans did, picked up beautifully by Cincinnati.
What was a decent pass completion into a fantastic gain. Get a load of this.
Beats his man, goes for the tip ball, and free and clear to get well down the field.
The Bengals have a first after the big pass on that last play. Morris will sit this play out after the big gain.
Brunell with a short drop, throws over the middle a little too far. in front of number 89, who I believe is Frank Wycheck. It is indeed Frank Wycheck. Huge conversion, by the way, on 3rd down and 13. Keep this drive alive. Puts them in field goal range with under 2 minutes. Cincinnati will kick the ball back to Tennessee to start the second half. So Brunell rolls to the outside, fires, and it's almost intercepted again. Tennessee's been very aggressive on trying to get these passes picked off.
You can't coach that.
Almost comes up with a big turnover again.
3rd and 10.
Field goal's big, but I think you want the touchdown here, especially with giving the ball back to Tennessee
In the shotgun.
for the beginning of half number 2. 3rd down and 10 quickly. Brunell rolls to the outside, fires. Same corner of the end zone. He finds his receiver, I believe, Freeman. It is indeed Antonio Freeman. He'll be stopped a yard short of the goal line, but gets enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Right by the defender.
Very good coverage, Peter. Let me ask you, how hard is it to defend against a pass like that?
Oh, it's really hard. He played it right. It was just too good of a throw.
It's 1st and goal.
8 play, 66-yard drive, 2:03. And counting, coming off this clock towards the end of the first half. Pitch. He's going to try. It looked like he was supposed to go to the outside, but trying to go off the right side of the line. Kind of a weird play. Loses a couple. It's 2nd and goal.
On that 1st down, they left absolutely nowhere to run on the outside.
2nd and goal.
Don't get cocky, guys. You know we can do this.
They line up in the I. Brunell aims back.
Well, dropping back, fires, finds a receiver, and they're right back where they started this goal line
Take a timeout.
set,
After the 2nd.
the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal quickly after the negative run and the positive pass.
The defense closed pretty quickly.
3rd and goal.
Brunell takes the snap, short drop, fires, float pass, and dropped. Dropped in the end zone by Wycheck. Cincinnati burns 2 timeouts, and that incomplete pass is going to save Tennessee all 3 of their timeouts. An amazing goal line stand there. They're going to give it back with 55 seconds or so, depending on how long that kick return takes. Cincinnati really did not need to use timeouts on that possession. Wind that clock down as low as you can get it. Kick up, kick good, and it's 10-3. Massive miss there for Cincinnati to not get more than just 3.
Short, confident kick there. Watch this. Doesn't hesitate, doesn't waver, just boots it through.
Kicks that short, provide their own kind of pressure.
Probably smart to kick and take the points there, though I don't mind a 4th down turnover.
The Bengals cut it close. It's
Turnover
still
on downs.
anybody's
They're
game.
still in
The
safe,
score
like in the
is
safety
10-3.
zone.
Richie is back to kick it away.
And that kick is away. Beautiful booming kick. Give that man 3 points. So it'll be 1:03 on the clock. I thought we would get a return. We usually do, so
Dan, if they can
that
manage
threw
to
off my
score
math
here,
a
that
little
could
bit.
really put some pressure on for the second half.
Ball on the 20. Muhammad goes in motion.
Bledsoe kind of rolling to the outside, finds another busted coverage there by the Cincinnati Bengals. No timeout used, but a nice gain to pick up that first down. That's the most important first down on or in these or during these kinds of drives.
Take a look. There's the throw right to him.
This passing offense spends so much time in practice running plays and patterns that it's almost instinctive at this point. All at the 36-yard line.
First down and 10 with the clock running down to 40 seconds from the 36-yard line. Bledsoe taking his time. Going to pitch and get hit behind the line, but didn't get him dropped. Instead, he'll stay on his feet just long enough to only lose 3 instead of 5 yards. And Tennessee, though they came out a little aggressive on that first play, looks willing to just take a 7-point lead into the half. Willie Williams, 3 tackles on the day. Bledsoe under center again, 3 receivers in the set. Cincinnati brings a little extra pressure. They send somebody from the outside as well. Tackled after a gain of a couple. And that will end half number 1. A little anticlimactic. I guess Tennessee didn't really seem like they were in that much of a hurry or had that much concern about putting more points on the board before the half was over. Cincinnati uses a big final drive of the half to really pad those stats and make this game look a little closer than it is. Feels like it's been all Tennessee, and Cincinnati pretty lucky to overcome that pretty bad clipping penalty.
Yards and 1 touchdown. A clear choice for our ESPN hot at the half player. That's our halftime report. I'm Clark Dishman with a reminder to tune in to the ESPN post-game show at the conclusion of the game. Let's send it back to Dan and Peter.
So here we go, half number 2, ready to kick this ball away. Has some.
Strong kick.
I thought maybe some shadows were starting to hit the field, but from the end zone, hooking it up past the 20, past the 30 to the 35, and may have been tackled by the kicker at the 36-yard line. Terrific return for Tennessee by Bryson.
Close game so far.
That's a good starting field position for these Titans, who lead by 7, beginning quarter number 3. Bledsoe, short drop, fires to the outside, finds a man who stays on his feet, and he'll pick up about 15 yards. The Cincinnati pass defense has been leaky consistently and just not able to make the tackles that you need them to make. 21 definitely a little undersized, trying to take on Dudley, who looks like he is a tight end there.
The palate before a big meal of a run.
That is beautiful.
I've been, collecting some food metaphors for you. Ball at the 49-yard line.
And the big play sets him up in Cincinnati territory immediately, starting half number 2. Bledsoe, the drop, fires, and it's caught. 2 men on him, but he manages to get away from both of them. And the only reason he got, the only reason that play stopped was because he stepped out of bounds. Computer, I need you to use a lot less CPU. This is a 20-year-old video game. There's no way it could possibly be taking that much power.
A few more. He's a receiver who does, a lot more than just receive, Peter.
Another nice play for the Tennessee offense, who was slicing and dicing their way down the field. Some nice adjustments here. And really taking advantage of those players missing tackles to turn big plays into even more explosive plays. Steven Davis again bounces off a tackle that can't get made. He's inside the 15, and again, just kind of gets pushed out. Otherwise, he's
John St. Clair just crushed his man.
He's hard to believe that he wouldn't be fighting his way into the end zone.
Oh, how sweet it is. All speed after that. He gobbled up the yards, Peter. That's like driving down the highway just on the road by yourself.
Sure is.
So first down and 10 inside the 15-yard line at the 13. Maybe the 14, depending on where you'd call it. It looks like it's closer to the 13, but right in between them. Bledsoe pitches. Davis again bullies over a man, but good job by Cincinnati to rally to the ball, and stop him for a short gain of just 2.
That was a heck of a play.
That's for sure, Dan. Stephen Davis finds holes well and exploits defenders like a natural. Past few years, he's averaged about 4 yards per carry, gained over 1,500 yards in rushing and receiving each season.
2nd and 8.
From the 10-yard line, handoff to Stephen Davis again. Cincinnati looking like they're just kind of selling out to stop the run. Finally a good tackle. I believe that's the first time we've seen Davis go down, or maybe even any Tennessee player go down, to the first man who's got a hand on him.
Well, they're going to need more than a
10 carries, 76 yards, and there it is, 49 after the hit. After 7 yards a carry for Stephen Davis. He's looking good in this one. 3rd and 10. Bledsoe drops, fires over the middle. It's off the hands and incomplete. 4th and 10 coming up. Cincinnati bends but does not break that timeout. It's a lead to a Tennessee field goal try like it did earlier after the interception.
29-yard attempt. It's away. Good. An easy field goal from that range.
Kick up, kick good.
Owen Bachman chips this one in pretty easily.
Tennessee reestablishes their 10-point lead.
And sometimes
Nice,
he does, from what I hear. His wife makes him spend a lot
Oh
of
man,
nights
the line about the wife making him sleep. The wife over here making me sleep on the couch. 7-play, 52-yard drive. 2.5 minutes off the clock.
Bachman sets up and will kick it away.
See what Cincinnati can muster in response. A return from just inside the goal line. To the 10, to the 20. Splits a couple of defenders and gets all the way up to the 26-yard line. 1st down and 10.
Sylvester Morris put up the big numbers last drive. Let's see what he can add on right here.
Ball on the 25.
Everybody's watching. It's time to shine.
Brunell drops back.
Brunell dropping back, firing over the middle. Finds a receiver for a nice gain of 8. Wide check coming up with the grab right there.
And that really opens things up a bit for this next one.
Ball at the 33-yard line.
Push them back. Push them back.
They go with one man back.
2nd down and 2. Nice pitch to the outside. Terrific blocking to spring him loose. He's in Tennessee territory inside the 40-yard line down to the 38-yard line. And a terrific run. Nice job just taking a good angle and pinching McAllister to the sideline. Eventually, your paths will cross.
Frequent flyer mileage to this one, Dan.
He did what he had to, Peter. That leap made that huge gain possible.
Just stay in front of him. As long as he doesn't score the touchdown, you still have a chance to keep them off the board. Terrific run, though, by Cincinnati's offense. Taking some time here to get this next play call in.
On that last play.
Two receivers, bottom of the screen. Brunell steps back, drops, and fires over the middle for a gain of 8. Wide check again, getting involved. It's been a McAllister wide check. Power drive here.
Deuce McAllister
2nd and 2.
has the kind of breakaway speed that has been absent from this rushing game for years. If he gets into the secondary, he can bust off a good one.
It's 2nd and 2.
If he gets into the secondary, he can bust off a good one.
McAllister.
Going with a run to McAllister. Finds some room off the right side. Gets tackled forward for a little extra yardage. It'll be 1st down and 10. Nice play there by Cincinnati for a fresh set of downs.
Able to stretch this one out a little by faking out the D. Oh, nice acting job.
Yeah, they had to give him a part in the movie. Ball on the 24.
Really winding this 3rd quarter to a close where each team has only possessed the ball one time.
They're going with their tight
Long
end.
drives for both. Cincinnati really likes his 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. It's not a terrible read. Thankfully, overthrew everyone, and no one was able to get to the ball. But a bit of a dangerous throw there into double coverage a little bit. Second down and 10 with 7 seconds to go.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
Bring it down to nowhere, baby. Yeah.
Dyson goes in motion.
Tennessee sends the house. They did it earlier. They got burned, and they get burned even worse this time. It's Wycheck to the end zone for 6. 13-9, point after try pending. You can see those 3 linebackers for Tennessee crept up right before the snap. Brunel with a cool, calm, collected throw over the middle, and Wycheck does the rest. Making this opportunity for a field goal deficit. And again, not even in the 4th quarter. I thought that would be the final play, but stayed on his feet. And it's 13-10. Technically 5 minutes, 2 seconds left of the game.
The Bengals cut into the lead, and the game can go anywhere from here.
Can go anywhere. Can go literally anywhere. 6 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 4 seconds off the clock. Not as many plays as I would have thought, but they did have pretty consistent explosiveness. Which I don't think it's a thing you could really say a lot. Kind of showing why Tennessee could be 4-2. Cincinnati showing why they're 4-2. They can both put some drives together, but their defenses can also, they can give up some big plays. Very even. The passing and rushing yards, less even.
They came away with 3 last time, and I'm kind of curious to see if they can punch this drive into the end zone.
Cincinnati can really thank their defense for holding them to 2 field goal tries on drives, so they got deep inside inside Cincinnati territory. I'm not sure if both of them made it inside the in the red zone, but there's another big run for Stephen Davis. Davis is off to the races. You want to talk about a great run on the Cincinnati side? Here's a great run on the Tennessee side. It's Davis up the near sideline for a huge gain.
Threw a key stiff arm there that started that play rolling. Right there. And then it just kept rolling and rolling.
That's right. And, you know, if you time those right, they totally take the defense by surprise.
Absolutely. If you time them wrong, though, the defense will usually meet you after the game to give you your fingers back. Oh, Dan, they're getting great production.
114 yards on 11 carries, a 10.3-yard average. And I'm pretty sure that was the long of 38 right there. 1st and 10, medium drop for Drew Bledsoe. This Bengals defense cannot seem to stop them through the air. The Tennessee Titans have been their own best defender, dropping passes.
Football to him. Take a look. A nice catch, but he's not the kind of player who settles for nice catches.
No question, Peter. He fights for every yard of turf like he owns the deed on it.
God, how am I so tired before I go to bed? Then I go lay down and I'm just like wide awake.
Ball at the 24.
Brain going, hey, let's review your mistakes. I'm like, let's not. Let's maybe do that a different day. 1st down and 10.
Great tackle by the 4-year man out of Arizona.
Got the pitch there, then slid off the right.
There's the rare sighting of Davis being tackled by the first man that sees him. Holds him to just a gain of 1. This is a terrific opportunity for Cincinnati to keep this a 1-score game. Touchdown would win it. Field goal can tie if they can somehow keep them off the board. 2nd down and 9. I formation, big set for the Tennessee Titans. Hand it to Davis. Davis makes the first man miss, and then some hitbox weirdness there. Looked like it kicked him forward for a yard, maybe 2 extra. And it's 3rd down and 5. Clock ticking away to about the 3.5-minute mark of the 4th quarter.
It's 3rd and 5.
Bledsoe. 3rd and 5. Bledsoe dropping back. Fires. It's a busted coverage and a touchdown for Tennessee. We have seen it all day long. This Bengals defense in the pass game. Two guys totally out of position, both going for that blocked pass, even though 21's nowhere near the play. Beautiful dot there by Drew Bledsoe, and that'll re-get that lead to 10. Third time we've seen a 10-point lead from the Tennessee Titans. A terrific response drive there for Tennessee. And now Cincinnati's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit. You can maybe try to get into field goal range and call it there.
The Titans have extended their lead and make it a two-score game. They're up 20-10.
5-play, 80-yard drive.
Bachman will kick this one away. It's away. Gary gets the ball.
Gary from inside the end zone. Nice cut there to at least get to the 20 and pick up a few yards to get to the 25-yard line. So 75 yards to go. One dream.
Well, it's coming down
or
to
maybe
the end,
50.
Dan, and if they don't
You want to
score
go
here,
25
they
to
can
25?
just kiss this one goodbye.
40 if you want to go
Gotta put it in
25 to
the end zone.
35, though I think that's
Ball on the 25.
going to be about your range. That's 51, 52 yards. Oh my goodness. Eyeball, please. It's been intermittently a pain today.
Throws.
Nice find and a good job by number 87 to get out of the tackle. It is Dyson. Dyson picking up a huge gain there.
Let's watch that
Short
again.
pass, makes the first man miss, stays in bounds, which we've seen some problems with here and there where they make those fancy moves and step out well before he should have. Instead, got up the field nicely. Picked up a monster gain. Stops the clock. You can see Brunell's numbers here. 8 for 16, 136 yards. Touchdown and a pick. Brunell drops and fires and nearly an interception. I think that's about the third time we've seen that. Looks like it should be a pick, but it isn't. Brunell playing with fire, but surviving for now. Second down and 10.
Second and 10. Tight end is lined up left side.
Fake pitch, Brunell rolling out, fires with a big spin. Freeman can't hold on, it's incomplete. Weird looking play right there. What a great defensive play by Tennessee. 2:54 to go here in quarter number 4.
Third and 10.
Normally I would say kick the field goal. I think if you score the touchdown, maybe you try the onside kick. I think that might be your best bet. Your defense has not been able to slow down Steven Davis as we see a throw off the back foot. Number 84 coming up with a huge gain right there. They'll go into hurry-up mode or hurry-up offense at the 35-yard line. 3 receivers split to the bottom of the screen. Nice throw yet again. 84 comes off the field, or comes onto the field, excuse me. Sylvester Morris has 4 receptions today and some strong hands. Brunell drops back, fires. A couple of receivers in the area, but still finds a receiver to get it up for another first down. Steps out of bounds and stops the clock with 2:26. This is really helping the Cincinnati Bengals as they just kind of, they work their way up the field and they go, don't think, just throw. I don't know if you give this ball back to the Tennessee Titans to quickly finish the thought I had before this explosion of offense happened. Your defense hasn't stopped Steven Davis, and it's been bad in the past game. I think it's onside kick time.
Wilson put his body directly in the path of the ball and forced the incompletion. And let me tell you something, Dan, that is tough to do. It's hard to read a play and react quickly enough to get into position like that.
Second and 10.
Let's not give me anything. Nothing, baby.
Second and 10. Brunell rolls out, fires, and it should have been caught. Sylvester Morris has been good on this drive, but he should have had that one. Probably would have gone for 6. Instead, it's an incomplete pass and third down and 10. 2:21 to go.
And 10.
If you only kick the field goal here, I think you got to kick it deep. Trust your defense. You have technically 4 timeouts with the 2-minute warning. Brunell fires, finds a receiver, but it doesn't matter. He's going in for 6. Is that Morris? Or no, Dyson. Dyson on that reception there. Cincinnati has been a much different team here in this second half. They just need 1 stop. However, a couple of first downs for Tennessee would do it. Now, I think you can gamble on the onside kick here because even if you give them like field goal range, it's still only a 1-score game. If you just kick the field goal, I think it makes it harder to want to go for the onside kick. Now, I understand that does force you to go get a touchdown to win. Might be worth it. Looks like they will kick it deep.
There's the kick.
And 5 yards deep in his own end zone. He'll take it out. 10, 15, 20. Stutter steps and gets tackled at the 22-yard line. 2:08 to go here. Not a bad run back because it does run a few seconds off the clock. I think that's worth it. I know it's going to stop at 2 minutes either way.
Big drive here.
Ball on the 22.
Bledsoe with a shift, pitches to Davis. Davis kind of tripped up but stays on his feet. Big run as he bounces it off that left side. He'll hit the 2-minute warning after about a 14-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Stephen Davis is going to have a real good opportunity to ice this game with his legs.
That's for sure. Fantastic job finding the open lane. All at the 36-yard line.
Pitch outside. 2-minute warning hits Davis. Slides out of the tackle. Cincinnati will take their first time out.
Stephen Davis squeaks by.
Stephen Davis has been the MVP of this game. He is so good.
From behind, but just keeps churning his legs until he's out of trouble.
Well, it just goes to show, Peter, persistence pays off in a pinch.
Second and 2.
It's 2nd and 2. They line up with 2 tight ends. Davis.
Going with a handoff again. Davis. Nice job by that Cincinnati defense to stop him for no gain. Big 3rd down and 2.
Put this one off his right guard.
One's the game.
Like he wanted it to, and he stopped pretty quickly.
It's 3rd and 2.
Cincinnati needs what's been so rare today, and that's a stop of Stephen Davis in the backfield. Send the house. They're going to not do that. Way too much room for him to work with, and he'll get it up to the 50-yard line. That should just about do it. Cincinnati might need, or Tennessee, excuse me, might need 1 more first down. You knew exactly what they were going to do. You need to sell out for that. If Drew Bledsoe completes a pass, so be it. You can't let Stephen Davis do what he's done all day, which is absolutely beat the living hell out of you on the ground. 1st and 10.
He'll take a knee.
Take the timeout.
Will wind down.
Take a knee, excuse me. Cincinnati is out of timeouts.
Ball on the 48.
Cincinnati did a great job getting back into this game, but every time they had a drive, Tennessee was ready there with a response. It's going to make the AFC South, I think, a very interesting division as we move through the rest of the season. AFC North usually ends up being pretty chaotic. Another knee taken.
And the clock will wind down.
We'll see when they need to snap this. There is quite the cinematic after. That's about 7 seconds that the clock loses. Doesn't matter because there's a 7-second difference between game clock and play clock.
3rd and 14. They have 2 tight ends in.
One last knee. It's 4th and 16, but the final 6 seconds will tick down. And 20-17 is our final.
And that's the end of the game.
The Cougars get the best of this one with the Titans winning by 3 in Cincinnati.
Michelle Westfall and myself, Dan Stevens. It was a real pleasure bringing you today's game. We'll see you next time for more NFL action on ESPN. Now, let's go to the post-game wrap-up.
Thanks for joining
Yes,
us
let's
here
go to
on
the post-game
ESPN
wrap-up. We'll get you
Show.
prepped
I'm
for
Clark
New
Dishman.
England,
The Titans come
taking
away
on
with a close
Denver. A couple of
3-point win over the
division
Bengals.
leaders
They now
battling
move
it
to
out
5-2
in that
on the
one.
year. The Titans kept in control of the game by running the ball. All you have to do
Titans
is
with
look
a
at the standout numbers
140
in the
yards
rushing
on the
category,
ground.
and you can see what type of game
That
it was.
turnover ended up being the
Stephen
difference. They
Davis
got a
sprinted
field
for
goal
a
out of
total
it, and that was
146 yards and
what
1
the
touchdown. He's our ESPN player of the
90
game.
yards after
And
the
that's
first
all we
hit.
have for you today.
And
Don't
3
forget
points
to tune
was
into
the
weekly
deficit.
wrap-up for this week's scores, highlights, and analysis.
Except
I'm
for I
Clark
won't
Dishman.
because that
We'll
one
see you
gets
then.
copyright claimed. All right, let's exit out of this one, and we're going to head to New England to watch the Broncos and the Patriots. Team standings, we'll take a quick look at the AFC. Got it down at the bottom there. Oh, I apologize. The Broncos are not leading the division, but they are still good. They might have actually been leading the division. Kansas City's game might be done, which might have some of these standings a little off. Patriots 4-2, Broncos 4-3. As we get ready for game number 2 here in Week 8. While it's loading,
Week 8 on
be sure to
ESPN.
scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. 9th overall ranked team, top 5 passing defense, top 10 rushing offense. Other areas leave room to be desired. Passing defense is first,
to shut down most middle to
though
deep passing attacks and completely disrupt
not
offensive
a whole lot
coordinator
else to
game
talk
plans.
about.
We'll see how it unfolds with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe out in Foxborough.
Welcome.
4-3,
It's the
taking on
midpoint of the
4-2
NFL
from
season
Foxborough,
here at
Massachusetts.
CMGI Field. I'm Dan Stevens with Peter O'Keefe. Peter,
Now Gillette
how about giving us the
Stadium?
lowdown?
Dan, here we have a terrific
Bill
coach
Belichick.
and one
There
of
he
the few
is.
people that could spoil his plans. Bill Belichick has formulated a terrific pass defense. It's a mixture of good play calling, good execution, and good players. Well, tough to beat. Troy
Troy
comes in
Brown
as a
for the
choice
Denver
target for his
Broncos.
quarterback because he pulls down everything thrown at him. The numbers prove it. So far this season, he's averaged 77 yards on 4 catches a game.
We'll see how it works out, Peter. Let's go to the coin toss.
We choose heads.
They call heads. Heads it is.
The Broncos will receive the opening kickoff, and they send their return unit onto the field. Stover gets ready for the opening kickoff. This is returnable.
And we are away here in New England. The return up past the 20, near the 25 where he's knocked down. We'll send this Denver offense out with pretty okay field position. Slightly better than average, I would say, field position. I don't know if we had Denver. I feel like every once in a while there's a team that just kind of slips through the cracks. No, we saw them back in week number 2. They played San Francisco. Nice job there to bowl over a man, get out of another tackle, and he is off to the races. 50, 40, and he'll finally get dragged down from behind. Huge gain. What is that? He started at the 25-yard line.
There with a monster of a block.
Oh, yeah. After that block, the field got
45 down to
Absolutely, Dan. You
the
know, sometimes the
30? No, 25 down to the
is just one guy on defense.
45, 46-yard run, somewhere in there. Maybe he didn't get quite as far as I thought he did, but that is a terrific start for the Denver Broncos to rip off a big chunk play like that.
With a nice run on the last play, we'll have another first down. Taylor lines up behind the quarterback. We'll see if he can step up yet again.
Plummer floats one over the middle. He'll find 9 through the air on that one. It's second down and short.
I'm going to stop here, if I may, go back a down and talk about that run. That was a heck of a play.
Yeah, I agree, Dan. Good pickup on that last play. You know, when Fred Taylor's healthy, he's clearly one of the
Fred
best
Taylor.
running backs in the league. He had a great rookie season. He scored 17 touchdowns. He's also shined in the postseason play, but he's got to stay healthy.
2 tight ends on the field. Taylor
throwing it or running it right up the gut. Picks up just enough for the first down. It's first and 10 following the run.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
Brock Marion, 33 tackles on the season. We've seen that face before. Boy, they had him in the backfield. Good job. I mean, they at least got a hand on him. Made him stumble just a little bit. And a terrific rally to the ball there. Loss of 1, maybe loss of 2. Mark Schlereth there.
Next up, the receiving corps.
Troy Brown, Dave Moore, Curtis Conway.
For the fans. So far this season, he's averaged 77 yards on 4 catches a game.
Finally, here's the general and his next
Jake Plummer.
Fred Taylor.
I want to say played for Denver anyway.
On the ground this season, he's averaged 89 yards and just under a
Fred
fumble
Taylor
a game.
in the backfield. Stanley Pritchett and Jake the Snake. They'll give him a loss of 1, second down and 11.
It's second and 11.
Second and 11. Taylor is going to get the handoff. He'll get nothing. We have an injury timeout for New England. We'll step away after this quick word from State Farm. We don't run the clock after the injury timeout. Come on, I just... Third down and 10. Plummer drops back. Short throw over the middle. Nice catch, but couldn't break away. Not even couldn't quite, but just could not break away. And he'll come up 4 yards short of the line to gain. So a couple of big explosive plays, but the Denver offense stalls out in New England territory. And we will see a field goal attempt from John Casey. 13 for 18 on the season, a long of just over 50 at 51 yards. Should be a makeable field goal here on 4th and 4.
There's the kick.
Kick is up, kick is good. We have a 3-0 game to start us off again.
John Casey nails it for 3. Great kick. It's all about focus.
Without question, Peter. You know, he's got to factor in things like wind and weather, but ultimately it just, for him, comes down to the ball and the uprights. The Broncos strike first in the game, 3-0.
7 plays, 58 yards, 225.
Casey is back to kick
The drive
away.
time.
It's off. Bennett fields it
From
in the
inside
end
his own end zone, he'll take it to the 10, to the 20, and he'll get
The 20-yard
stopped right there. 2:01 to go here in quarter number 1, and we are going to take a look at the Patriots offense for the first time today, who may be led by a Peyton Manning.
Let's see what they do.
Ball on the 20.
I thought Manning played for Jacksonville, but that might have been last season that I'm thinking of. Pitch to the outside. He'll get stopped in the backfield, but fall forward for no gain.
Howard was injured injured a bit ago, and now we
Ooh, we have an injury report
Let's
here.
go to Michelle Westfall.
It's just a twisted knee, Dan. They're taping it up and
Oh,
hoping
just
he
a
should be able to
twisted
return
knee.
to the game.
Michelle, thanks.
Jeez.
Ball at the 20-yard line. High formation.
Tight formation. One receiver to either side of it. They're going to try a carry up the middle. Nice job to spin free and get a gain of 8. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Harrison Hurst all wound up right here and lets loose just in time. Watch
Hurst
this.
tries to sneak through the gap, but the Denver Bronco got off the block just in time.
Peter, that is a tough tackle for
Slow him down a little bit.
It's 3rd and 2.
It's short yards, baby. Play it tight. Play it tight. Okay, split back. Double tight.
Manning takes back.
3rd down and 2. Manning drops, fires, and it looks like it's deflected.
Peter, let's go over the starting offensive players for the
And
Patriots.
we will not get to
Up
see
first
this
are the big
Denver
guys,
defense,
the
but we will
offensive
learn about
line.
this
John
New
Tate
England
is quarterback
offense.
healthy, and he and his line are ready to go.
Next up are the receivers.
Jerry Rice,
stands
Darrell
out as the
Jackson.
best of the bunch. So far this season, he's averaged 50 yards on 3 catches a game.
And lastly, the man who calls the plays.
Peyton
and the
Manning with
guys who back
Garrison
him up.
Hurst in the
Manning
backfield.
puts on a good show with these other two. Through the air this season, he's averaged 162 yards and around a touchdown a game.
Okay, back to the action. Hentrick will punt it away after a 3-and-out.
Quick drive for New England, and they're going to kick the ball back to Denver,
There's the punt.
who had a very nice drive on their opening possession.
Westbrook has
Looked like it was going to be a good run back there early, but the coverage unit does a good job for New England and limits the damage done. 1st and 10 with 50 seconds to go. Jake the Snake Plumber bringing his unit back out onto the field for drive number 2.
We got the position. There it is. Let's execute.
From the 41, they're going to go pitch to the far sideline. He'll pick up 3.
It may not look like much, Dan, but getting those early yards makes 2nd and 3rd downs immensely easier.
It's 2nd and about 7 yards.
That's all they get. That's all they get. Hey, double.
Big audible there by Denver. They're going to keep everybody in tight. The entire Patriots defense in that box. We're going to go with a pitch to the outside, and there was nowhere for him to go. Gain 3, and then they lose 2. It's 3rd down and 9. That'll come up after we switch sides. Denver 3, New England 0. Early in this one.
It's the end of the first quarter.
It's the end of the quarter as we know it. And the Broncos probably feel pretty good. 57 total yards. The running attack has been good for 42 of them. And a solid time of possession in their favor.
It's 3rd and 9.
My DB's gonna step his drive down right now.
They're going with their tight end left. Plummer drops back.
Plummer dropping back, firing, and that is caught. Wow, I am surprised that was a catch. Maybe we'll get a replay and get a clearer look at it, but Brown comes down fantastically with that ball. From our angle, it looked like the defender was in the perfect position, and he was.
Yeah, great bank shot.
I am really surprised that that was a catch. Thought that was going to be deflected, and a 4th down and 9 coming up, but no. Troy Brown comes up with a huge reception.
All at the 48-yard line.
Along the 47, 557 yards on. 35 receptions. It's 1st and 10 inside New England territory. They're going to hand the ball off. Matt in the backfield, kind of grabbed by the shoelaces. And somehow, after all of that, picks up 5 yards.
Fred Taylor bobbles and wiggles until he manages to get free right there. Take a look.
Yeah, close call, but he pulls through. Excellent run. Ball on the 43.
Don't get me, baby. Don't get me.
One man back.
2nd and 5. From the 43. Tries to find a little room, but it's clogged up nicely by the Patriots defense. Seahawks all over the Cowboys today. Jets and Browns playing each other, and I'm sure what was a poop fest of a game. They're down in 5. They're going to go with a run, and he picks it up. Another nice effort to just get the first guy to go down. And we do see quite a few plays that end with extra yardage with the way they get tackled. And here's yet another one. Falls forward and picks up a fresh set of downs. Denver doing a nice job here, just kind of milking this clock.
All at the 36-yard line.
This is what tired commentators need. Continual clock movement. This, I think, has so far been probably my favorite game that I've featured on the channel. We're coming off the worst game that we've had in random rosters, and some of the Maddens can be a little frustrating as well. Another nice grab by the Denver defense, by the Denver receiving core in double coverage, no less. And it's a big surprise, Troy Brown, yet again.
Nice completion here. Take a look.
Backed into it, found the ball, and bam. 1st and 10 at the 20. As we're nearly halfway through quarter number 2.
Ball on the 20. They go with a split backfield. Conway in motion. Taylor with the catch.
Trying to find some room on that far side, but Taylor stopped after a short gain of 2. What if that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning?
Second and 8.
3.5 minutes on the drive. And we have hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 8 coming up after the break.
Ball at the 17-yard line. Brown goes in motion.
Going with another run, very run happy Denver offense. I can't believe he got away from that tackle. I thought he had the first down, then he got bounced back. It was working backwards, but New England couldn't rally fast enough. Thankfully, we get a look at the replay. Tried to split that gap, but just kind of a weird little tackle animation took over there. Taylor gets kind of bounced out of bounds after picking up the first down. It sets up 1st and goal. They're up by 3.
I'm sure there's a story there, but if you don't mind, let's move on.
Well, they're going to need more than a half-hearted arm tackle to put him down.
Between Davis and Plummer dropping back, fires, intercepted at the goal line. He's going to get drugged back into the end zone. Zach Thomas with the pick. Wow. I was going to say between, God, who's the running back? Ooh, they've been, Taylor, is it Fred Taylor? Between Davis and Taylor, it has been a monster day on the ground for some of these guys, and that is a huge play right there. 1:51 on the clock, full allotment of timeouts. Denver was looking to go up 10-zip, maybe 6-zip. Instead, it's a 3-0 game and a terrible throw by Jake Plummer. Manning throws almost as bad a ball. Trying to find some yardage on the outside, but defense in great position, and it's 2nd and 10.
The clock shows 1:49 seconds left. Two wide receivers on the field. Manning.
2nd down and 10. Manning drops and fires. Finds a receiver who's off to the races up to the 40 and pushed out of bounds or driven out of bounds at the 43 or 44 yard line. Jackson with a fantastic reception and run there. Catch and run.
Ball at the 44-yard line.
Manning dropping back. Short pass, or short dropping, quick pass. They'll pick up 9 on that one to Rice. Jerry Rice. What? That can't be right. Did we see Jerry Rice earlier? Did we see the New England offense? I think we did. That is indeed Jerry Rice. Just over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns on 24 receptions so far this season. He must be receiver 3 or 4. Or I just totally read it and forgot. They'll pick up the 1st down. I like that play there. I don't love the timeout. What I want to see, especially on a run play like that, keep everybody close, pick up the fresh set of downs, and just go. You're only going to burn 5-6 seconds, hopefully, before getting the next play off.
But enough for the 1st down.
Ball on the 46.
And it's 1st down and 10. So 2 timeouts for New England. Another short dropping quick pass for Manning. And that time, Denver drove nicely on the ball defensively. Got a hand on it. If he misses that, it's a big play. Puts him in field goal range. Instead, it's a nice defensive stop there. 2nd and 10.
Shows 1:09 left. They're going with 4 wideouts. Manning
Liberal.
barely gets it off.
What? I said liberal? What? What the heck happened there? Manning dropped back. My brain just completely malfunctioned right there.
However, they moved the chains. Nice play.
Ball at the 35-yard line.
Nice play there by Peyton Manning and the New England Patriots offense. Manning dropping back, fires over the middle, maybe toward the near sideline. Picks up the 1st down, and a timeout is used. I was thinking of a joke because they're like 109 left, and it's like, why isn't it 109 right? Stop being so liberal, game. And then I just said the word liberal because I was in my own head there. That was very weird. That was like a thing where I was like, did that come out of my mouth? Did I say that? Did I think that? Am I okay? Am I losing it? Just a little bit. Mercifully, I don't think I have to record another video until Thursday night, so take some time and just relax. Let's see. We play Metal Arms Glitch in the System tomorrow. We're back with some more game show watching on Thursday. Friday, the plan is to check out some Persona 3 Reload. Got to see what time that game unlocks. That'll dictate how long I play it. I also have to figure out if I'm going to go to work on Friday. Technically, I'm only supposed to work Monday through Thursday, but they have been needing help, and I've been trying to pick up some of the overtime stuff. So if it doesn't unlock until 9 and I'm going to work, we'll probably check out an hour, maybe 2. If I'm not going to work, maybe it's a 9 to midnight. Maybe the New Zealand trick works. Who knows? It says it's supposed to launch at 4, but then it launches at 3. Or it says it launches at 9. It's very weird. I'm losing it. And we're only halfway through game number 2. It's 4th down and 2. New England kicked it with way too much time left on the clock. The kick is up. The kick is good. We are all even at 3 with 9 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Too much hassle. Straight down the play.
Yeah, nice kick, and the special team squad is happy about that. They'd love to see it go smoothly, just as that one did. The Patriots headlocked the game with that score.
They deadlock it. 11-play, 67-yard drive is effective in 1 minute, 22 seconds in tying up this game off the turnover.
And will kick it away.
If I were Denver, I'd probably not worry about returning this. Or, excuse me, not trying to push the ball too far down the field. Maybe we get a good return here. He stopped at the 21-yard line. Just take a knee. Go into half. Knot it up at 3. I'm going to hop up and grab a fresh drink, and I'll join you
Well, they have the
after
ball,
half.
but there's really only time for one more play before halftime. Let's see what they do with it.
4 on the game clock. They're going with 2 tight ends. Conway goes in motion. Fuller drops back, gets it off. Brown was the intended receiver, incomplete.
You know, Dan, when the receiver gets back to the huddle, I'm sure he'll let the QB know how he feels about that pass.
Second and 10.
Let's not give me anything. Nothing, baby. Hey,
Taylor with the carry. Has room. Nice tackle by the 7-year man out of Texas Tech.
Carried this one off his left.
Am I just in
guard.
time for the
He gets
halftime
almost
report?
Nothing. He needed a
Let's
lot more than that
go.
for the first down.
Halftime
First
report.
half comes to a close.
3-3.
And we're all knotted up. The ESPN halftime update with Clark Dishman is coming up next.
Welcome to the ESPN
Halftime
halftime
report.
update. The Broncos controlled this game with their defense in the first half. Comparing the time of possession here, you can see how it has kept this game close. Fred Taylor has run for a total of 67 yards and no fumbles. A clear choice for our ESPN hot at the half player. That will do it for now. I'm Clark Dishman reminding you
67
to tune in to
yards,
ESPN
62 after
postgame
first
show
hit.
at the conclusion
Wild.
of the game. Let's send you back to Dan and Peter.
Signals and will kick off to begin the second half. Got a lot behind this one. Bennett catches it, and he thinks better of returning it and will down it.
Close game so far, and even though there's plenty of time left, they'd love to score on this drive.
Ball on the 20. Open field wide right. The 30. First down at the 38-yard line.
Big run there for New England. Good start for them. How are you using so much CPU there, computer?
Muscle car running, that's for sure, Peter. Very impressive acceleration.
Oh, yeah,
It's okay.
forget about the 40-yard dash time.
You only have to
I wanna see
last
his
another
quarter
month.
mile time.
It's only roughly another 87 video recordings, okay?
Ball at the 38.
All right, headphones on. We're locked and ready to roll here. Just as soon as I crack that Baja Blast. First down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Manning, quick throw and finds a receiver up to the 49. Just enough for a first down. New England continuing what they did on their last drive of the first half into a bit of a rhythm here.
Right there. That's a clean pass left, no opening for it to be picked off at all.
Yes, sir. He threw a guided missile there. Emphasis on guided. He knew exactly where that pass was going. All on the 49.
First down and 10. Just outside of midfield.
They have their tight end
Tight
to the
set
right.
with one receiver. Right over here. There he is. Right there.
Hurst
Gonna go with a run. He'll bounce it to the right side, but well read by the Denver defense and a good job to get him down on the ground. Running backs throughout the day have had a lot of big plays, a lot of yards after first hit. And a good job to just stop him for a gain of 3.
It's second and about 7 yards.
Lawyer Malloy, 3 tackles on the day today.
They line up in the eye.
Another tight set there. One receiver on either side of the formation.
Fade back.
Manning, short drop, passes a bullet to receiver number 82. It's Jackson. Deshaun Jackson, perhaps?
He connects with his receiver with ease, Dan. He sees his man and then airs it out for the completion.
Yeah, they are
Just inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. It's a nice completion there. Good throw and catch. We've seen this. Maybe just an animation thing in this game where the receivers kind of turn around and back into where the ball's going. It's been effective, so hard to argue with it.
Ball at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
Manning
Manning dropping back. Deep drop. Throws it relatively short, but a nice run after the catch, and he'll get taken down inside the 20. First and 10 in the red zone after a nice play by Johnson. Just freed himself up on this short little out route. Manning hits him in stride and able to turn around and get upfield quickly and efficiently.
more yards after the catch.
Oh, definitely.
Nicely done by this New England Patriots offense, who has now taken half of the third quarter with this
The
drive.
Patriots are putting a good drive together. First down.
Putting a great drive together.
They line up with 3 wideouts.
First down and 10. Trip set turns into a duo set, and it's an offset I formation. They're going to hand off, going to the right side. Makes the first man miss, but it only gets him an extra yard. But still that, extra yard. That's going to keep that clock churning. Second down and 6.
Ball on the 16. Manning takes back.
Manning, short drop, short throw, and they're going to give him the first down yardage. It looked like he was right there. The ball must have just barely crossed, and it gave him the forward progress. That little stutter step right at the line to gain was... I mean, it wouldn't have been the most disastrous thing in the world. It would have been a difference between first down and 10 and like third down and inches. But still, good to get the first down and keep this drive moving. 3 receptions, 25 yards for Jerry Rice. And it's first and goal from the 9. They're going to go with a run. Met in the backfield, and again gets off that first tackle. Good job to rally to the ball by the Denver Broncos. It'll be second down and goal. I believe from the 12-yard line, the 11-yard line.
It's second and goal.
And it'll be right at the 12-yard line. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. See if they move the motion. They showed this formation last time and moved them back into the backfield. They don't do it this time. Don't think it really mattered. They trying to go to the side that was overloaded, but Denver able to get off the blocks, get through all the traffic, and meet him in the backfield. Third down and goal, under 30 seconds to go. From the 11, 3 receivers, top side of the screen. 1 lone man down next to me. Hi, buddy. Single back set. Manning drops back, throws over the middle. It's caught for the touchdown with the fadeaway shot. Beautiful. I can't believe that wasn't off the man in front of him's helmet, but it's a really nice double slant there. Excellent positioning by the receiver to get in front of the defender. And strong hands to pull that ball down.
Stover will line up for the point after.
Huge drive. Huge, long drive for the New England Patriots there. Point after try is up. It is good. And with 11 seconds to go, it is 10-3. 11 seconds to go in the third quarter.
The Patriots.
I realized that I said under 30 seconds to go, like it was 1 quarter later. 10 plays, 80 yards, 4:43 off the game clock.
And we're ready for the kickoff.
That kick is away. And 5 yards deep in his own end zone, he's going to pick up the return all the way out to the 28-yard line. So a 33-yard return for him. Pretty decent starting field position for this Denver Broncos unit.
They can march down the field and answer right back with a touchdown of their own here.
Ball at the 28-yard line.
You picked the wrong stadium to come to, Joe.
The Denver 28. Jake, the Snake Plumber, throws into triple coverage and it's picked off. It looks like it's a lineman number 95. We had a big man rumble. He made a man miss and then got tackled by number 50. Disastrous turn of events for the Denver Broncos. They gave up a nearly 5-minute drive. That evened the time of possession and even gave the Patriots the lead. If you remember the halftime report, Denver possessed the ball for most of that first half with only about 3 minutes for the New England Patriots. They hold the ball for 4 minutes and change. Then they get a pick and they have the ball immediately back here to start the fourth quarter. Denver ran one play for 2 seconds, 1 interception. First and 10 from the Denver 27. They're going to go with a run. They'll be knocked down after a gain of 3. That might have actually put the game away for New England. They're already in field goal range. They're more than willing to just kind of work some clock here.
It's second and about 7 yards.
Take it down to nowhere, baby. Yeah. Go, double take.
Going with a run. A spin move gets him inside the 20. Down to the 15. Another spin move before he's finally knocked down. And they'll give him forward progress down to the 9-yard line. First down and goal for the New England Patriots.
Popping that one loose. Ooh, there, that dynamite block. It really opens things up for a monster play.
Absolutely. You take the right guy out at the right time, and it's all the space you need.
Yeah, and spread the credit around, Dan. When he saw that block happen, he knew how to capitalize on it.
It's first and goal. They're going with 2 wideouts.
First down and 10. Massive shift for the Denver defense, even though New England only moved 1 player on their offensive set. Going with a run, they broke one way and then cut back the other. Don't know if that was the design on that, or if it was just using Hurst's vision to try and pick up some yardage. I think it worked for a gain of 2. Second down and goal, and they are working this clock down to 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. They don't even have to snap it till the 2:40 mark. If they run one more play, they could get this down to the 2-minute warning before they even have to kick the field goal if they play this correctly.
Second and goal.
Second down and goal. 3 seconds. They're going to go with a handoff. He'll be met right at the line, and they'll give him a small loss. Third down and goal.
Nice job on that second down play, plugging up the middle. Lost yardage on that one.
So we're looking at almost 8 total minutes of possession time here for New England. I mean, they've had the ball the entire second half, and it's been 8 minutes of the second half. Go ahead and minus 2 seconds for the time it took for Denver to throw an interception. My math was slightly off. The idea was correct, but it was a little bit off. They won't have to kick this field goal until the 120 mark. I thought it was third down there, but it was second down. After that run, it's now third down. They ran it down to the 2-minute warning. I would just run this. There's no reason to throw the ball here. You can't leave it in the air for a disastrous play to happen. There you go. Smartly running right up the middle. They'll pick up about 4. I'm hoping / assuming Denver took that timeout.
It'll be a a 21-yard.
And I did forget all about the timeouts. A little surprised they didn't use them sooner.
There's the kick. It's good.
Kick is up, kick is good.
Scoreboard on that short attempt.
I guess they'd like a little extra time to throw another pick.
Matt Stover puts in a nice little dinger. Straight and true.
Oh, just as cool as if he was tossing a crumpled piece of paper into a wastebasket. The Patriots make it a 2-score game. They are now up 13-3.
Love a fadeaway wastebasket shot.
Stover will kick
Fade a
this one away.
wastebasket.
It's away.
From the 2. This return for Denver up to the 26-yard line. 149. New England just scored. 149 left in the game. New England scored 13 unanswered points to give them a 10-point lead.
Very quickly, however.
The clock shows a minute 49 seconds left. Plummer takes back. Sits in the pocket.
Lummer throws and finds a receiver who leaps and grabs it, picks up 5, and smartly gets out of bounds.
They toss this one out left and complete it for a nice pickup off first down.
The clock is at 1 minute 45 seconds. Plummer drops back.
Plummer dropping back. Throws it, it's picked. I meant it as a joke, but Plummer with 2 devastating second half interceptions thrown.
Made the play. Let's look at this again and check out the interception. This is great defense.
Is it the 3rd pick he's thrown? Was the
There
Zach Thomas interception in this game? I think so. They were trying to go up 6-0 or maybe 10-zip.
Reaction times like that. This drive will
And
wrap
that
it up
should
for them.
do it.
Well in control of
I
this
mean,
game, Dan.
New
They
England's
just
going to end up with this
count
ball
down,
for
take time off the clock.
9 minutes and 41 seconds. That is wild. We should see timeouts used by Denver.
Broncos will take a timeout. That's their second.
Okay, that's their second. So first down will end it.
7 yards to go.
But that is a
All on the
that is a
33.
brutal second half for Denver. Unbelievable second half for Denver, honestly.
Formation. Kozlowski in motion. Hurst will run it. Room on the left side.
Ooh, he can't quite get it, but he's almost there. 3rd down and 2 after the 4-yard gain.
Final one. It's 3rd and 2.
Third and short. Watch the run.
3rd down and 2.
Kozlowski
They're going with a run to the fullback. He'll pick up the necessary yards, and that will do it. New England's going to walk away with a 10-point victory
Nice run.
and unbelievable second half. We saw so much of the New England Patriots offense in the second half. It was like blink and you'll miss it Denver offense. They threw, I think, 3 passes and 2 of them were intercepted. Wow. Wowee.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
They will take the knee there, and that should do it. We'll let the final 35 seconds tick away.
Second down. 12 yards
This
to
is
go.
a great opportunity. You have 30 seconds. Subscribe. Ring that bell. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying it. This is, if we're talking about, like, a little behind the scenes for you, this is a series that typically does pretty well, but it also is the most infuriating series when I'm trying to look at stats and statistics to see, like, what the view counts are and, like, how it's doing. Because it looks good early, and then it changes, and then it changes back, and then it kind of changes again, and it changes the third time. It's awful. So if you are enjoying this series, let me know. I have a great time making it, so it's probably worth it right there.
I'm Dan Stevens. Thanks for joining us. Let's go now to the post-game wrap-up here on ESPN.
Welcome to the ESPN postgame show. I'm Clark Dishman. The Patriots come away with a decisive 10-point win over the Broncos. They now move to 5-2 on the year. The Patriots created some unfriendly skies today. As you can see from the numbers,
we don't even get the
great effort from their
time of
secondary.
possession difference
Jameer
there.
Miller troubled the quarterback with a total
Miller,
of 1
4
interception
tackles,
and 4
pick.
tackles. He's our ESPN player of the game. Well, that will do it for now. Make sure you tune into the weekly wrap-up for the entire weekend scores, highlights, and insight. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll see you then.
All right, one more game here, and it is a potential battle for the NFC East. The Giants take it on the Eagles here to wrap up week number 8.
It's week 8 on
Whichever team has the
ESPN.
better record.
The Giants come into today's matchup featuring an impressive secondary. Thanks to them, their pass
17th
defense
ranked,
is
though
ranked
top
number
10
8
in
the
both
league.
defensive
They will
categories,
definitely be the underdogs
and
as they face
some
off
real
against the
bad
Eagles, who come in with a
32nd
plain bad
rushing
passing attack.
offense,
This may be
but
an area
top
that can
10
make or break
defense,
them today. We'll
so
see how it unfolds
ooh,
with Dan Stevens
gross.
and Peter O'Keefe out in Philadelphia.
Welcome.
So the Giants lead the division at 4-2. The Eagles, the home team, trail at 3, and 3. A win here would give the Eagles the leg up at 4-3 and a head-to-head over the New York Giants. Andy Reid, he'll be coaching in the Super Bowl yet again with Patty Mahomes and Travis Kelce. I dislike the Chiefs less than I dislike the 49ers. It's about the worst possible result for me personally.
Thanks, Peter. Let's go midfield, where the team captains are ready for the coin toss.
I don't like either of the teams. Frankly, kind of tired of Kansas City, but whatever. I would have loved to have seen Lamar and the Ravens take on resilient, fun, kind of like
The Eagles choose
insane
Let's get started.
Detroit Lions team, but I mean an unbelievable collapse. Like, and as a person, like I go back, I was thinking about it today. I know what it's like. I know what that pain is as a fan, to watch a team that you feel is just dominating, and it just slips away. You go back to the 2015 NFC title game, whatever one. Green Bay was in Seattle. They led 22-7, and I think they lost 20.
Time for the O to get to work.
31-25 or something. It was a very weird score. The infamous kick off of Bostic's hands. I don't remember who the guy was. I probably shouldn't put that on just some random guy. But yeah, I mean that's the closest analog I can think of. It's an NFC West team just at home mounting a massive comeback. Yeah, it hurts. It sucks to watch. I think the NFC North is going to be fun next year. We'll see what they want to do. I sound like I'm choking up and I'm just losing my voice. It's so hard to think about. I hate watching those highlights. Green Bay and Seattle had some really interesting matchups over Tom Brady, John Ritchie, Anthony Thompson. Between, I guess, the Russ years,
Back to the field now.
some interesting matchups there. Russell Wilson threw 5 interceptions against Green Bay in Green Bay one year, which was a weird game. Only 2, maybe 3 of them were his fault. Anyway, go Kansas City, I guess. I don't know. Not a game I'm all that concerned with watching. 3rd down and 10. Off to a bit of a slow start for this Philadelphia Eagles team. We'll take a look at the defense for the New York Giants.
And the other linemen respect that.
Up now are the linebackers.
Randall Godfrey pulls together all the loose ends and reads the quarterback's eyes like a book.
Finally, Peter, the secondary.
Rod Woodson shadows his receiver like he's glued to him.
Let's get back to the game.
3rd down and 10 and a quick drive here for Philadelphia. Quite the opposite to what we saw for New England. As Brady leads this offense, looking for
Single back formation.
a 1st down on a 3rd and 10 triple receiver set top side of the screen. He's going to find a completion over the middle for 12. That'll give him a 1st down, and Douglas comes up with a nice reception for a fresh set of downs.
Nice completion here. Take a look. There's the throw right in between the numbers.
He had him lined up just right, and they connected for a decent gain. Ball at the 35-yard line.
First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. They'll go with a run. Nice hole opens up there.
Thomas was slow
Oh,
getting
we're
off
gonna.
the field
That was
on
weird.
play, and when we find out what the problem is,
See an injury here. He'll pick up 5. It was a very weird thing because normally, like, this game's very responsive and giving you that down and distance. You see the blue line of scrimmage marker there, and then it was just like, was that an incomplete pass? What the heck is happening here? 2nd down and 5 after the injury.
Foster with the ball.
Try and find some room off the left side of the line. They'll go for 3. It's 3rd down and 2.
Side of the line, and he picks up a few on 2nd down.
It's 3rd and 2. They have 2 tight ends in.
Another 3rd down for Philadelphia to try and convert on to keep this drive alive. They're going to go with a run. He'll find enough room. Actually, he'll find a lot more than enough room needed to pick up 7. And it's 1st down and 10. Foster with a monster run right there.
Smart, safe run and gets the 1st. Now he's past the marker.
Great execution on 3rd down play. Anytime you move the chains, well, you have to be happy. Ball at the 50-yard line.
Going with a draw play right there.
Played that one fast and hard. Stopping up the middle.
Fast and hard. Nice. Nice defensive play there by the New York Giants. Philadelphia doing a good job keeping this clock moving, keeping this drive going. Looked like it was going to be a very quick 3 and out, but instead a couple of key 3rd down conversions have got them out near midfield. They were at midfield, but then they lost 2 yards, so now they're just near midfield. Brady's going to drop back, floats it, and it's incomplete. You can see he was trying to go for number 21 there, but a terrific job by New York to get a hand up. Bat that ball way up in the air. Lucky it wasn't picked off. And it's 3rd down again, but this time it's 3rd and 12.
His wrist is just a little sore. He's trying to work it out, and he's just waiting for the go-ahead from the doctor to go back in the game.
Thanks, Michelle. They have 3 receivers.
Just a wrist injury, should be back soon. Brady again fires. He's going to find a completion, but they needed 12. He only got 8. 4th and 4 coming up halfway through quarter number 1.
4 yards to go.
Miller comes in and will punt it away.
Punt is away. Looks like he got a little under that one. That was not a good kick. It is 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. He would have been better off kicking that into the end zone.
They got the ball. Let's see if they can take care of business.
Ball on the 27. Tight end is lined up on the right side.
I think it's at that time. I think it's getting close. I don't think anybody's. Never mind. No one's.
Peter, let's look at the Giants' starting offense. Let's begin with the.
Never mind. I thought it was closer to 9 p.m. We have the deluxe edition Suicide Squad launch happening tonight. I don't know if
Robinson generates a
I
lot
feel like
of
it's a game
excitement
Bruce
with
Green's
his
going to play, but I
aerial
don't know
theatrics.
for sure.
So far this
But I also
season,
don't
he's
know if he was
averaged
trying to play it
40
earlier. He
yards
does play
on
on
2
PC, and that
catches
doesn't
a
launch
game.
till 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Here's the general
Whereas
and his
consoles
next in
launch 9
command.
p.m.
Jeff
tonight.
Garcia
The
sets the
weird thing
tempo
that
in
happened
this
with that
one.
game
This
today,
season,
which is
he's
newsworthy,
averaged
Jeff Garcia, Ricky
166
Williams in the
yards
backfield
and
here
around
for
an
the
interception
New
a
York
game.
Giants offense.
Okay, back to the action.
There was a game-breaking bug that when you logged into Suicide Squad, it completed the game for
Ball
you.
at the 27-yard line.
It said you'd already beat it. It's like, what on earth? What a weird bug for that.
High formation.
So they had to pull it offline. Players on Xbox were using the New Zealand trick, excuse me, which I hope works for Persona 3 Reload on Friday. Yeah, they were using the New Zealand trick to try and get into the game early, which is like totally legit. It shouldn't be frowned upon. I don't frown upon it. It helps me because I have, as a content creator, it's helpful to get videos done earlier rather than being up until later hours of the night. But third down and 6 here for Garcia. He's going to get hit as he throws. It's still completed. He'll pick up 3, but he'll be 3 yards short. Michael Strahan, New York Giant, playing for the rival Philadelphia Eagles.
He energizes this squad in a big way.
Next up are the linebackers.
Ted Johnson is the man who brings the
So yeah,
hurt here.
interesting.
And lastly, the secondary.
Interesting to see how that game's getting covered.
Neutralizing
I won't be playing it. Even out of morbid curiosity, I will not play that game. The reason I said that is I had like 3 Twitch notifications. I was like, oh, people are getting ready. No, just people playing anything but that. Everything but that. Dan Straczynski getting ready to punt this ball away.
It's away.
Much better punt than the New York Giant or the Philadelphia Eagles punter, excuse me. Pretty okay return up to the 32.5-ish yard line. I don't actually know if that even got resolved. Let's check. So 1 hour after the game went live, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. 1 hour after that happened, they took it offline. You can't play the game because the servers are what powers that game because it's an always online game. It's one of those.
Nice tackle behind the line.
Wow, the D displayed some great speed on that first down. They left absolutely nowhere to run on the outside.
Twitch drops. Countdown begins. Q&A in the Discord. Are they not? They're just retweeting stuff? What is happening? Wow. Okay. How are people finding this?
That play after a couple of yards.
Only yielded a couple on that play, and they'll have a ways to go to move the chains.
Weird.
And 10.
They
line up with 4 wide.
Oh, there it is. Okay. They've identified the problem, and they're trying to get the fix. That was 10 hours ago. So we have a huge play here, by the way. Up the sideline, he's finally tackled from behind and driven down to the 9 to end quarter number 1. Philadelphia in business after the monster play up the sideline. Well, I was looking at Twitter. Passing yards, 79. I'm going to guess most of those came on that last play. Philadelphia dominating the time of possession. So I don't even think the game is live online. I know Kind of Funny was talking about
The Eagles, after the big
Greg Miller was going to play the game all day before the games cast, which is like, well, are you? As the servers appear. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted over the middle. Because if the servers aren't up, then you can't play the game. And you're talking about 10 hours
Tom Brady didn't make the best
since the tweet was posted about. I mean, that's an awful throw into, there's what, how many? 4, 5, 6? 6 Giants to 1 Eagle? That's bad. That's a bad ratio. Tom Brady making a weird mistake there. 1.1 turnovers per game. It's going to be New York Giants ball on their own 8-yard line. First down and 10. Garcia, short drop, throws to a slant on the inside, or on the near sideline. rather. Picks up 9 and second down and 1.
There off the first down play.
So if you're talking
That
10
really opens
hours,
things up a
my
bit for this next one.
goodness. We're aware that a number of players are currently experiencing an issue whereby upon logging into the game for the first time, they have full story completion. To resolve this issue, we'll be performing maintenance on the game. During this time, the game will be unavailable. Always online is always the way to go, obviously. Awful. Awful. This game, people are like want to dump on this game so badly.
10 yards to go.
Ball at the 20-yard line.
It's like somebody's playing. Interesting. Let's see. What do we have here? We got the 4.8 thousand viewers for it right now.
Took this one off his right guard.
24-hour launch day stream. Man. The worst part is it's the hardest of the hardcore people because it's all the people who pre-ordered early access, which is $30 more than the regular version of the game. I mean, people take days off for this stuff. Like, people get excited. It's your hardest of hardcore fans who were bought in and want to support and like the game or whatever. Ugh. Bizarre. Unbelievably bizarre bug for them to encounter. Anyway, let's get refocused here on this game. Garcia giving his team a little bit of breathing room out past the 30, near the 35, just a little short of it at the 34-yard line. It's a fresh set of downs with about 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 2.
Ball on the 34.
Marcus Robinson. There are his stats for the season. They go with a run up the middle, bounces it to the left side, slides through and picks up 6. Second down and 4. Scoreless game between these two rivals. Looked like Philadelphia was going to at least kick a field goal or attempt a field goal, but horrendous interception thrown by Tom Brady. Don't see a lot of those. Second and 4 past the 40. They're going to go with a handoff. Starts it to the right and then bends it back towards the middle. Picks up 6. It's a fresh set of downs, and that should take us to the 2-minute warning as they inch towards midfield.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 46.
Going with a handoff. Williams tries the middle, bounces it a little to the left, and can't quite find any room. 2-yard gain, so second down and 8. Clock is moving. Giants in no hurry.
Second and 8.
Garcia drops back, fires, deflected. Nice defensive play there to make that ball fall incomplete and set up third down and 8, preserving a little bit of time for your offense should you be able to get off the field here on third down.
3rd and 8.
The first attempt we saw at a coffin corner was not great from Philadelphia. If there's a stop here, we'd likely see one from New York. It's a quick pass into triple coverage. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication or the timing was off on the throw, but the receiver was trailing up the field or starting to move up the field. And it just kind of hit a gaggle of eagles right in the helmet, the forehelmet. Dan Straczynski's first punt was 44 yards. There's a minute and 24 seconds on the clock. We'll see what they do here. Try and pin him deep. Kick is off. They're going to return it from the 20, and he'll be hit immediately. Dropped at the
return.
Does it say 4th and 1? What is happening?
Got knocked a bit and was having a hard time.
Well, another
getting through the
injury
sidelines
causing
on
some
that
problems
play.
for the
We'll
score
keep an
bug
ear
up
out
at the
for
top
stats
left.
and
It's
give
1st
you
down and
information as
10.
soon as possible.
Ball on the
22-yard
Philadelphia
line.
22-yard line. Not a bad punt at all. Probably like to get it deeper, but the coverage was good enough to where there wasn't a big return. Ran over a man, got tripped up, and then finally taken down. 5-yard gain there. And again, we have a team that's running the ball we have another team running the ball in crunch time and not in any sort of hurry up, no timeout, nothing. Just letting it roll.
Aha. How am I doing as your straight man?
What?
Ball on the
What'd you
27.
say, Eagles? Eagles.
Watch for the run. Watch for the run.
2 tight ends on the field.
Pitch. Nowhere.
3rd and long.
Pitch to nowhere. They lose 3 yards, 3rd down and 8. No timeout from New York. No timeout from Philadelphia.
Really came to play today. He knocks him back a few yards, as we'll see here in the replay. Great tackle.
Yeah, and now that is something you can coach.
Yes, you can?
And obviously, they did it. They coached him very well.
Wow.
Wow.
3rd and 8.
There's no reason to run this 3rd down and 8 play. They have given you the benefit of not using a timeout. You can take this game 0-0 into the half.
Brady drops
And they're
back.
going to drop back and throw a pass on 3rd and 8 that's going to pick up 10. And still no hurry up. No timeout, no nothing. All right.
This time, watch this. Right by the defender.
Very good coverage, Peter. Let me ask you, how hard is it to defend against a pass like that?
Oh, it's really hard. He played it right. It was just too good of a throw.
Ball at the 33-yard line.
Now they hurry to the line.
They
3,
line up with their
2,
tight end left.
1.
Brady,
And one last snap before the end of the half. And
incomplete.
broken up.
Barton
And
had to leave the field earlier in the game, but now we know why. Let's go to Michelle Westfall on the sidelines. Michelle?
The team doctor said that he's suffering from a minor shoulder dislocation.
Oh.
They popped it back into place, and there's a small chance that he will be able to return to this game.
it's just a minor shoulder dislocation.
It's the end of
It's
the
very
first
minor.
half, and neither team
Okay,
has
kind of a
put
weird
up
finish
any
there in the
points
final
yet.
2
Let's
minutes
go to
between the
Clark
Eagles and the
Fishman
Giants.
for
We're all
the
locked at
ESPN
0.
Studios for a
Philadelphia
halftime
looked like it
update.
had,
It's the
well, not even looked
ESPN
like. Philadelphia had its
halftime
best
update. The Giants
opportunity
coming to halftime, having held their own
before
in this
throwing
game,
a
and it's due in
terrible
no small part to
interception.
an effective run-stopping front line. The
Not a whole lot to
numbers tell
talk
the
about in
story
this
here.
game. Kind of
Randall Godfrey has troubled the quarterback
meh,
with a
back
total
and
of
forth
1
battle, I
interception and
guess.
1 tackle. That makes him our
I don't know. I mean,
ESPN
these are
hot
both
at the
very
half
lowly
player.
ranked
That's our halftime
offenses
report.
with
I'm
very
Clark
highly
Fishman
ranked
with a reminder to
defenses.
tune into the
So this is
ESPN
kind of the game you
postgame show
think
at
you
the
would get
conclusion
when
of
you
the game.
see those
Let's send it back
rankings,
to Dan and
both
Peter.
in the top 10 in both categories defensively, and both very low. I think Philadelphia like 32nd in offense, passing offense. Very weird.
Akers will kick off to start the second half. Nice kick.
So Philadelphia kicks the ball away, and the New York Giants will return it from the 4-yard line up to the 10, past the 20, and he'll get taken down to the 23-yard line. And we have yet... Oh, never mind. Thought it was another injury. Just a teammate coming over to help him up.
Close game so
We
far.
are underway here in
Plenty of
quarter
time
number 3,
left. They'd love to score on this drive.
which couldn't come sooner because I am losing the old voice box here.
You get a long way from winning today. Ace,
Williams.
On the 23, and Williams does a nice job to avoid the first tackle. What could have been a 2 to 3 yard loss is instead a 3-yard, or an 8-yard gain with some slippery, slick maneuvering off that left side of the line.
It's 2nd and 2.
Maybe the Giants try to shorten this game up, hand the ball to Williams,
Just one man in the back.
and just kind of just run it until they break. 3 receivers, top side of the screen. They'll hand it off yet again. He's met after a short gain, about a half a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
2 yards to go.
I still think you can feed him here on this play.
It's 3rd and 2.
Just all about shortening the game. Don't give them a ton of possessions. Just try to win the field position battle, kick a field goal, maintain your lead. As we see a nice pass up the sideline, the far sideline. He is inside the 30. He's going to maybe get angled out. He will at the 12-yard line. Huge play up the sideline. Not the first time we've seen that in this game. It did lead almost immediately to an interception, so we'll see what the Giants do here. 1st and 10, though. Huge play on a 3rd down and 2.
That's the key to a great receiver. He never loses his focus on the pass.
Giants, though, can maintain a lead here in the division, the NFC East, with a victory in Philadelphia.
You can't coach that right here.
The Giants
they do have that clock running. I thought they would stop it, but no problem for me. No complaints. Let it run. Let it roll. 1st down and 10. Going with a handoff to Williams. Picks up 6, and it'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 6-yard line.
Ricky Williams smashes through the barricades and is able to tack on some good yardage to this play.
Oh, wow.
Just like the old days.
It's weird. It, like the hit like does that weird thing where there's like a flash there to like avoid violence or something.
Ball at the 6-yard line. Split backfield. Williams.
2nd and 4. Williams up the middle and tackle into the end zone for 6. New York Giants use a huge pass play up the far sideline. Set themselves up for some Williams running and into the end zone.
They had a brick wall going that would withstand any assault.
They were wrong.
Yes, they were wrong. Feely lines up for the point after. It's up. The extra point is good.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
The Giants put the first points on the board, 7-0. Feely lines up for the kickoff.
See if Philadelphia can get anything going on there.
This is a beauty.
I believe opening drive of the 2nd half. He'll take it 8 yards deep in the end zone and just take a smart move on his part. Just get it out to the 20. Try not to get too crazy. I know it's tempting to rip a run for a highlight.
Let's see if they can do it.
Ball on the 20.
Ball on the Philadelphia 20-yard line. Brady, short drop, throws, and finds a receiver on a slant route. That'll pick up 15 yards. And it goes to Alexander to the 35-yard line. Halfway through quarter number 3. A good start. A little surprised that he was able to beat that double coverage and that Brady threw it into kind of a tight window there.
Got 2 guys flipping a coin to see who's going to cream you. Terrific job by the receiver.
Ball at the 35-yard line.
296 yards for Alexander. 1 touchdown on the season so far. 1st down and 10. Go with a handoff and it bounces to the outside. Finds a little bit of room to work with, and it's 2nd and 5 following a medium gain.
It's 2nd and 5.
Keep your eyes open. Don't give him an inch.
Brady drops back.
Brady dropping back, throws it over the middle into traffic yet again. He's already had some trouble with the interception in a similar situation. That time just a weird floated pass in the air.
It's 3rd and 5.
Mercifully for Eagles fans, falls harmlessly to the turf. we're in an interesting situation here where I look at both of these teams, or whoever wins in the NFC East, if you include the Dallas Cowboys as well, they got to be a one-and-done team. There's no way. There's going to be some other team that's more formidable that gets a 5 or a 6 seed and is able to knock one of these teams out.
Sees his man and then airs it out for the completion.
Because right now it would be Chicago and Arizona with the 2 best records in the NFC.
I don't follow that.
Arizona's undefeated last time I checked, which was yesterday when I was setting the stuff up. And then, or getting the games lined up, whatever. And then Chicago only has 1 loss on the season. So then you'd be looking at the NFC,
Really nice speed to the outside.
what, north and east? No. What? No? South? South. South and east being the 3 and the 4.
At the 50-yard line.
And then perhaps a good team coming out of the west or the north that just had too much to overcome from that from first place.
Throws. Incomplete.
That ball was right off the hands. That should have been caught by Mealy. Looked like he got his hands on it, but couldn't come down with the reception. 3rd and 12.
It's now 3rd and 12.
Can't run off me. Try it again. I'll stop you.
They have 4 receivers in. Brady fades back. Barely gets it off.
Brady, short drop and a nice throw. I like the throw, the decisive decision there to give who's it, Douglas an opportunity to try and run and get that yardage, but comes up a yard short. They're going to go for it here on 4th down and 1. I like it. Down 7. We'll see if they actually do go for it. They are. They're going to pitch it to the outside. He's met in the backfield for a huge loss. Terrible play. Awfully blocked. Everything about that play sucked. There's no one there. There is no one there to pick up number 40. I don't know why you're running a pitch play to the outside in that scenario. Just run it right up the gut. Too cute. Too clever.
Marcus Robinson
And blown up for a loss of 4. Though I do like the aggression. 7-0 Giants here. 7 seconds to go in quarter number 3. And what's been not a great game. Williams has been the best player on the field. The defenses have both looked pretty good for the most part. They've each allowed 1 explosive play, and the running game's been working okay for both sides. Just no real consistency. You can see the kind of weird numbers there. 126 passing yards, 82 passing yards. Majority of each of the team's passing yards coming out of 1 play. I'd say 75%. That's a weird thing. I'd say 75% of the yards for both teams, or for either team, I guess, on their respective long balls. There's a run to Williams, who goes right up the middle, picks up 6, and gives them a fresh set of downs inside Philadelphia territory. As we start quarter number 4 with a 7-point deficit. Giants looking to put this one away.
Ball at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 for Williams. Men at the line. Well, they'll give him a gain of 1, which feels a little generous, but maybe it's just such a nice push by the Giants' offensive line that they reset the line of scrimmage. And you go, he only got back to the line of scrimmage. It's like, well, no, that's because they reset it by a full 3 to 5 feet, just pushing forward.
Ball on the 45.
Ted Johnson, 3 tackles on the day. So we look at 2nd down and 9 from the 45-yard line. Really milking this clock here. He'll go with a run, and he'll look like maybe tried to hurdle there. I don't know what was going on. That was a weird tackle animation, even for this game. As Williams picks up a few more yards. 5, I want to say, on the play, and it's 3rd and 4.
Third and 4.
Gonna go with a run to Williams. It'll be stopped short.
Well, once again,
2 yards short of the line to gain, to be exact. Again, just a nice job by them to keep it,
you can bet the ball carriers are paying a big price for it.
keep the clock moving, keep the ball out of the air. There's no reason to get a turnover. Your defense has been playing very well. This Philadelphia offense is not a threat, really. And unfortunately, there's 3 seconds, 3-second difference between play clock and game clock. It was a really tight window, but there was a possibility if they could have kept the play alive just long enough. The game runs about 7 seconds off before the next play clock starts. So if you snapped it right at 50, kept it up until 2:46, 2:45, you get it down to 2:39, 2:38, somewhere in there. And you, that might not have been a good punt. Ooh, boy, it's real bad. 2-minute warning here. You could get that all the way down to 2 minutes before you pump the ball. I don't think it really makes a whole lot of a difference.
Hey, it's crunch time, fellas.
Unless I have the reverse of what I had earlier. Ball on the Philadelphia 27-yard line, down by a touchdown, under 2 to go. Brady throws and tipped. If he doesn't get a hand on that, it's probably going to be a nice completion. Will at least set up a fresh set of downs. Probably wasn't going to be a crazy big play or anything. But still get into a rhythm early in this drive. Pick up that all-important first down. And then go from there. 2nd down and 10 from the 27-yard line. Brady drops back, throws, fires, and he's going to be caught around the 40-yard line. They will take their first timeout. Maybe a little aggressive on the timeout for my liking, but
Check this out. Totally threads the needle.
There are 2 defenders there, Peter, and there was definitely not a lot of room for error.
Oh, absolutely. There was not a lot of room for anything.
– 1 minute, 47 seconds to go. Brady drops back.
Brady from the 40 fires and is caught. That's a gain of 12 into the Giants' territory at the 48-yard line. They are burning their timeouts to the point where they need to score a touchdown here.
Zinging that one past the defender there. Perfect throw. He couldn't help but catch it.
The ball was sent there, special delivery.
And the receiver didn't even have to sign for it.
.142 on the clock.
9 for 17, 150 yards, no touchdowns. They do have the pick thrown. Brady with a nice throw and a good completion. The slant route's really working against this New York Giants defense. So that is the 3rd and final timeout for the Philadelphia Eagles. If there is any sort of turnover, that's it. The game will be over. So Philadelphia has to score 7. Again, way too aggressive on the timeouts for me personally. Give yourself at least a little wiggle room on the back end. You're not also throwing the ball terribly far downfield. I think you'd probably be working with a minute 10. You're probably losing a decent amount of time, but I don't think it's worth the 3 timeouts you've used, forcing yourself into having to score this time. We're going to see a pass interference here on that defense. Either way, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. A little bit of help there from the Giants.
Good call.
Don't let this be the game that goes into overtime, please.
The Eagles get a free first down from the defensive penalty. Godfrey gets set after committing the penalty. Brady fades back.
Brady throws and finds a receiver inside the 10. And he'll get pushed out at the 8-yard line. First and goal. Where's this offense been all day?
Get the ball to in every game. Watch here and see why. A nice catch there, and then he's off.
Well, he ends up with a few more. He's a receiver who does, a lot more than just receive, Peter. They'll have 4 chances to put it in. First and goal.
Nearing the 200-yard mark. Brady's looked pretty good on this drive. Probably the best he's looked all day, consistency-wise. And he throws an interception. All right, well, that'll do it. The Giants are going to win this game. There's no reason for the run back here. I didn't even mean to jinx him. He literally looked the best he's looked all day. And then threw a terrible pick. That's going to end the game. It is into triple coverage here. Not exactly sure where he's going with the ball. We can't see the receiver in that shot. But second red zone interception, second goal to go interception thrown by Tom Brady. And we'll see the New York Giants run this clock out, and they will maintain their grip on their lead of the NFC East. We're going to get you caught up on all the scores. We'll get you a standings update. And we will get out of here for week number 9 coming up next week. Right here on youtube.com/SeannosaurusRex. Cover athlete reveal is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'll be at work. And as soon as I get home, I will get that video finished up. And it'll be posted later in the evening. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Baseball will be back at its regular time, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the channel. When the season starts, whenever that is, it's been good the last couple of years, where I've been able to get it started, either like on or like right around opening day. Back in 2021, it was like mid-April, and so it was way behind for a while, or for the entire season. I think it was a month behind. But I do love playing them day and date. And we'll be doing that again for season number 4, 3-time World Series champ. And we'll see what we can do with it. It's going to be interesting. The Mariners roster is very weird this year already. But I'll talk more about that in a different video.
The whistle, and that's the end of the game. The Giants
7 the New York Eagles. The Giants 7, Eagles nothing. Pretty bad game. Brady throws 2 interceptions, absolutely killing the team inside the 10-yard line. Goal to go situations.
Let's go to the post-game wrap-up.
And here's our post-game wrap-up. They outgained him 198-40, 140 yards. Giants didn't do a whole lot. They just got a touchdown with the rushing play. 2 turnovers, though. That's your difference.
The line of scrimmage and was a big part in the win. Ricky Williams,
your player of the game, with a touchdown. 62 yards, 20 after the first hit on 15 carries.
Don't forget to tune in to the weekly wrap-up for this week's scores, highlights, and analysis. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll see you then.
Okay. So here we go. We'll probably pop a save here real quick. Ba-now-now. Ba-now-now. Okay. Schedule for Week 8 looks like this. The New Orleans Saints pick up a victory 15-9 over the hated Atlanta Falcons. Bears take out the Vikings 33-31 in a good-looking game there. The Browns over the Jets, the Jets over the Browns 20-16. Lions take out the Bills 17-16. Oh, pardon me. The Raiders, they fall to the at the hands of the Kansas City Chiefs 27-13. Ravens, they fall to the Steelers 19-16. The Steelers are one of the more like lowly ranked teams, but they are outperforming those ranks pretty handily. Seahawks over the Cowboys by 16, 26-10. The Buccaneers fall in Carolina 16-14. Tight game there. We saw the Titans beat the Bengals 20-17 in the best game of the day. Sorry, it was the first one. 49ers over the Cardinals, handing the Arizona Cardinals their first loss of the season, 32-27. So both Super Bowl participants pick up victories in today's video. Patriots over the Broncos, 13-3. Really weird second half. Jaguars, they crushed the Texans by 13, 23-10. Battle of field goals between Indianapolis, the professional football club, and Washington. 9-6 your final from Washington. The Giants, they blanked the Eagles 7-0 in the worst game of the day. Statistics, let's go take a look at the standings. Let's start in the AFC. The Steelers, they lead the AFC North at 5-2. You have the Browns right behind them at 5-3. The Bengals right behind them at 4-3. So that AFC North again looking really clustered. The Ravens already kind of out of it at 1-6, which is wild. Usually, like all four teams, it seems like all four teams are kind of in the mix for the first half or so of the season, maybe up to week 10. Moving over to the AFC South, the Jaguars lead that division 6-1. The Titans are 5-2. The Colts are 4-3, and the Texans are 2-5. Down in the East, which is your lower left-hand corner, the Patriots 5-2 in that division. The Jets improved to 3-4. Dolphins and Bills 2 wins, with the Dolphins having 5 losses and the Bills 6 losses. The Chiefs have control of the AFC West. They're 5-3. The Broncos fall to 4-4. The Chargers are 3-4, and the Raiders are 2-5. In the NFC, we have 2 6-1 teams in this division. The Bears are 6-1 in the North. The Lions and Vikings both 3-4. The Packers a god-awful 2-5. They suck. They're so bad. We might literally only watch, I think, one Packers game in this season because they are so bad. In the South, the Falcons lead the division by, was that half a game over the Panthers? 4-3 are the Falcons, 4-4 for the Panthers, 3-5 for the Buccaneers, and 2-6 for the New Orleans Saints. The Giants lead the NFC East. Forgot what division I was looking at. They're 5-2, pushing the Eagles, Cowboys, and Washington further below them. They lead by a couple of games. Eagles are 3-4 along with Washington. The Cowboys 3-5. And in the West, the Cardinals lead at 6-1. The Rams and 49ers above 500 at 4-3. And the Seahawks just a game below 500 at 3-4. So some clusters going on here. I think you would look at it at the moment. 49ers and Rams or Panthers. I think two of those three teams would make it in with 4 wins at the moment. You'd have Bears, Cardinals, Giants, Falcons, 49ers, Rams, Panthers. So there you go. In the AFC, the Steelers, Jaguars, Chiefs, Patriots, and then Browns, Titans would be your 5 and 6. All right, I'm going to get the heck on out of here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Hold on, actually, let me flip to this camera. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you do, be sure to subscribe right over here and take a look at that. You can fill out a bracket. March Mascot Madness starting in March. There's the bracket reveal video right there. Link is in the description if you'd like to fill out a bracket, and then check out the rest of the playlist over here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and good sports. Check out the cover reveal reaction later tonight.